Hey Kings fans, Jordan Kiss here once again. 2 preseason games already in the books. We'll talk a little about them as we're here right now with the new forward Matthew Lee. First off, Matthew, 2 games on the weekend. You know, even though the points don't matter, you pick up 3 out of a possible 4 OT loss on Saturday and a 4-1 win on Sunday. And you know, preseason, you don't really know what to expect, especially in the first 2 games. But from your perspective, how do you think they went for the Kings?
Team looked good. We only practiced a couple times, but the chemistry was there, making a lot of good plays. A lot of guys were blocking shots. Goalies looked good. We had a couple guys who haven't played in the league yet, and they did well. So, yeah, it was great. And
now for you, you had 1 assist on Saturday, causing the turnover in the offensive zone. And, early on, how was it important just to, make a contribution right early on in your first game?
Well, I mean, it felt great. I only played a couple games last year with an injury, so it was good just to get back into the fast-paced things. And, I mean, yeah, I worked out, saw a puck there, and just kind of made a play and ended up scoring.
Now, you're the other member of, or I guess the other guy that came over in the trade from the West Kelowna Warriors along with Kylas Green. And, I asked him about it, but what was your kind of initial reaction when you found out you were traded?
Yeah, it was very I'd say sudden. Just kind of got a call one afternoon that I got traded to Powell River. My first thought was to text Lexi. So I just called Alexi, texted Greener, and then, yeah.
Yeah, and I asked those 2 guys as well, and when I see the same thing, but how much does it help knowing, Alexi who's already here, and then Greener who you're in the same boat with of coming to a new team?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say fresh start, but it's not really a fresh start, right? When you walk in the locker room, you already know 2 guys, so it was good. A lot of guys have been very welcoming, so it's been great.
And overall, how are you enjoying it here in Powell River?
I absolutely love it. The views are awesome. I was driving down Joyce Road, and I saw 2 humpback whales jumping out right over there, so it was awesome. Very nice.
That's good to hear. Now, you did mention earlier you did have a little bit of a injury-shortened season last year in your first year in the BCHL, but you did get a taste of what the league is about, but despite not playing maybe as much games as you want, what were you able to take away from your first season?
Just like a good rookie year, I'd say. There were some games I didn't play a lot, but I mean, when I was on the ice, I just wanted to give them my all, just kind of contribute in some kind of way, which I mean, I feel like that's what you should do. It was great. I got my feet wet last year, and I'm excited for this year.
That's good. Now, for people who don't know, what kind of player are you out there on the ice?
I mean, I'd say I'm just a player that just, one, loves hockey, and I'd love to make a difference whenever I'm on the ice. I'm a guy, I love to block shots, I love to go into the corners. I mean, if there's a play there, I'll make a play happen, so I feel like I'm just a 200-foot player that can do anything.
And also, you're wearing jersey number 88. A lot of high numbers on the team this year, but what's important about 88 to you?
Yeah, so other than last year, I've been 88 my entire life. So last year was the first year I was an 88, and then when I got the sheet in the summer, it said choose a number. There wasn't any limitations on it, so I was like, why not try it? And then walked in the locker room the first day, I saw 88, so I was very happy.
Is there a reason for you being 88, or is that just the way it's happened over your life?
My parents told me that my brother and I were always on different teams, and we were both number 8, and then we were on the same team one year, and he chose 8, then I got second choice, and then I chose 88, and then like I said, other than last year, I've been 88 my entire life.
So it's stuck. That's good. Now, this week, 3 more preseason games. You get to go on a long road trip to Trail, and you don't see these big road trips in the preseason for a lot of teams, but not talking about things on the ice, but off the ice. How do you think? How beneficial, in the long run, is this a road trip going to be for the Kings?
Yeah, I feel like off days is going to be very beneficial. We got maybe like 14 hours there. So I mean, we're going to be in the bus with all the boys. We got 3 days there. I think one day we play at like 2 p.m., so we're going to be together all day. It'll be great for team bonding. I feel like all the boys are already gelling a lot in the locker room, but I feel like this weekend will be even better for us gelling.
Well, we're looking forward to it. 3 games in Trail coming right up. Matthew, thank you very much for joining me today. Best of luck to you this season.
Awesome, thank you.
Leaves it off, just held in. Bentham, nice move, shoots, scores! Oh, Caleb Bentham! What a goal! Backhand, forehand, scores! What scores? Adam Mendelson gives the Kings the lead. Shoot, scores. Will Jones, and we're back to a tie. He's in by himself. Danny Vacherovic scores. Alexi Van Hunkachero.
He'll move over the line, drops it off to
He'll shoot, scores! Pop the bottle, Anthony Yu! The K's are back in front! Noah Air! Oh! Roll the highlight reel! Lucarelli, a nice move, backhand scores! Oh, are you kidding me, Anthony Lucarelli?
Right now, I'm joined by new defenseman Zander Stewart. Zander, you're a 20-year-old defenseman. You're a BC-born defenseman. Now, first year playing out here, out west in your home province. How does it feel to finally be here and playing in your home province?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a dream of mine to play in the BC Hockey League my whole life. I used to be a stick boy for the Salmon Arm Silverbacks, so I mean, ever since I've been a young kid, I've always wanted to play in this league, and yeah, no, it's been good so far.
Has it sunk in that you're actually here and you're about to achieve one of your goals that you've had for a long time?
A little bit. I've been thinking about it obviously all summer, so it's kind of sunk in a little bit, but obviously had some new things to get used to and whatnot, but yeah, no, it's been good so far.
Now, for you this weekend, I would say it was a pretty successful first two games of the preseason for yourself. 1 goal and 1 assist for you. How do you feel that you played on the weekend?
Yeah, pretty good. Obviously some growing pains in the first game there, just trying to get used to the new speed and the obviously different league. But yeah, no, I felt like I adapted pretty well, and the guys are great in the room, so helping me with that. And yeah, no, I felt good. Felt good in those 2 games to kind of get my feet wet, and yeah, it was nice to get the first goal and kind of keep going from there.
Now, there was lots of positives from this Kings team over the weekend. One of them I want to highlight is the PK. Now, this is a team that didn't practice a lot on the penalty kill in the first week of training camp, but you go into the first 2 games of the preseason and you kill 10 out of 11 penalties. I know you were one of the guys out there on the ice for a lot of the time there, but for not practicing, how do you feel you guys did on the PK?
Yeah, really well. We had a lot of guys buying into the system already, which is really good to see. But yeah, no, getting those 10 kills without practicing really anything. Yeah, it's really good to see guys buying in and blocking shots and not letting the other team get to our net.
Well, let's talk about a little bit your history. You're coming over from the Saskatchewan Junior League where you've played the last 2 seasons, and last year you had a phenomenal year with the Nipawin Hawks, and you were runner-up for a Defenseman of the Year in the SJHL. And how was last season for you, and kind of what led to your success, and what did it mean to you to be nominated for the top defenseman in the league?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough thanks for what Nipawin was to me. Obviously, it was a really tough decision having to leave there and come here, but yeah, no, just got a lot of opportunity. I think I started to get a lot of opportunity in my first year, and then my second year I kind of just had a lot of confidence going in and had a good summer. Yeah, kind of took off in the preseason there and kept going from there. Yeah, the guys there were great. Gonna miss a lot of them, but yeah, coming here, it's gonna be a new chapter. Obviously, back in Nipawin, it was a little bit different play style, and but yeah, it was really good. I had a lot of fun there, and can't say enough about the town and the people there. It was really great.
And then, how much time do you think it's going to take for you to kind of, bring that game that you had in Saskatchewan to here in BC?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I've always kind of been I don't know what the right word is, but a BC player. I guess it's a little bit different out there. Obviously, it's smaller rinks for the most part. You got a lot of guys who are bearing down on you, trying to hit you and stuff, but here it's a lot more possession game. So I've kind of been used to that my whole life, so it hasn't been too hard transitioning, but yeah, it's obviously a little bit of growing pains, but it's been good so far.
Well, let's go into this week. You got 3 more preseason games, and now it seems like, all right, now it's time to hammer out the details right before you kick off the regular season next week. What's going to be the main focus for you guys heading into trail?
I think just building off what we did this past weekend. There's a lot of good things out there for only having a couple weeks together. I think a lot of the off-ice stuff, bonding and getting together and doing a lot of stuff outside of the rink. Yeah, I think it'll be good. Obviously, you don't get a lot of road trips like this in the preseason, or even in the regular season for that matter. But yeah, no, I think it'll be good. Build off what we did this weekend, and we'll keep rolling.
Well, it is going to be a fun weekend. Kings wrap up the preseason with 3 games in trail against interior conference opponents. It starts on Thursday against the hosts, the Smoke Eaters. It's a 7:30 p.m. puck drop, which you can tune into on Flow Hockey and MixLR.